They say that 50 is the new 40, and once you hit the golden 50s, your skincare routine needs to change slightly. Skin guru and beauty expert, the lovely Ingrid Seaburn, is here with us this morning to take us through all the tips you need to know to keep your skin in perfect condition with that extra glow. Welcome back to StudioTen.
Thank you so much. So lovely to be here. Thank you, ladies. So let's get right into it, because a lot of what's out there information-wise is for a little bit younger crowd. So for us girls that are in our 40s and 50s, there are a few tips that we want to focus on. And
also women who are 69.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Oh,
Let's just say 50s. Let's just say 50s. Let's say 50s. So for all of us, let's start with the serums for our skin, because obviously good skin is, you know, the #1 thing for anti-aging. I always say to all my clients retinol, and retinol is vitamin A, and vitamin A literally teaches your skin to act like younger skin. Every woman needs to have vitamin A in their lives. And also retinol is something that is going to really give you that lovely cellular rejuvenation, and it's going to teach your skin just to sort of, you know, renew and rejuvenate at a younger rate. So we love that. Very important. In terms of what you buy and where you spend your money, look, you can go for a cheaper one from the supermarket or the chemist. You know, just be aware it's not that high a percentage of the actual active ingredient. I always say save your dimes a little bit and try and get something a bit more expensive, you know, for a better result. The other thing for skincare is hyaluronic acid, and hyaluronic acid is found naturally occurring in your joints and your epidermis. And sadly, as we get older, our ability to generate that in our own skin goes south. So we need to replace that. It helps our skin to retain water and hydration. Why you
I'm just thinking south. Is that Antarctic?
South.
Antarctic.
Everything slows down. So I love hyaluronic so much that I created my own, and I thought, why not bring it in, called Hydrate? And of course, if you want to go and get something from the chemist,
you've made this one.
That is my product, Denise. That is my product.
And can I just say a little thing here? Ingrid does facials for me, and she is incredible.
You're so easy to work
No, but you've changed my skin, because rather than spending a lot of money on a whole lot of products, you just need one or two. No,
it's sweet to say that. Thank you.
It's wonderful.
Can I ask, though, we always talk about our skin being dry. This might seem like a silly question.
Not at all.
How do you know if your skin is dry?
Well,
You hear noises.
well, I mean, look, you know what? You'll know it's dry because the finer lines are, you know, a little more obvious, you know. I mean, the stronger lines are muscular, so that's got nothing to do with hydration.
Okay.
But the finer lines, and also, you know, your skin's ability to bounce back. So that's where hyaluronic is great. So
To moisturise.
yes, absolutely. So, ladies, while we're doing the skincare topically, we do want to do something to supplement that with vitamins and supplements. Vitamin D is something that we really think of for our...
Vitamin D
Denise.
is usually from the sun, correct?
It is. The D3 is the one that we manufacture in our bodies from the sunlight, but again, as we get older, once we get into our 40s and 50s, we need to replace that. D3 is wonderful for collagen production. So we really need it for our skin, not just our bones. And of course, evening primrose oil is wonderful for menopausal symptoms, dry skin, not only dry skin, but to regain elasticity in your skin. It's just a beautiful, beautiful supplement, and, you know, for all ages, to be honest. So we all know, that exercise is a wonderful way to stay young and look good. But we do want to be careful about the type of exercise that we do as we get older, because believe it or not, some exercise can make us look older, and we don't want that. We want to look young. Well, we get to a point if we're training, if we train too hard, we start to get too much fat loss in our face. And we start to have lots of inflammation. So we want to start to pick things in our 40s and particularly our 50s that are a little bit more gentle, that focus on stretching and flexibility.
You've got to be careful when you get older.
Of course.
Pilates?
Yes,
Pilates
I love Pilates.
Yeah.
The only challenge is, though, not to fart, because you have to. You have to with Pilates, because you're holding your core, and you have to make sure that you're holding the right area.
It's important to know, to be aware.
But yeah, Pilates
and yoga. But can I just say, ladies, for ladies at home, you don't need to even go to a yoga class. You can actually just get a mat at home. Just do some stretches on the floor. Here's the thing. When you do a good old downward dog, you actually are getting all that circulation. You girls
know what a downward dog is.
I did one yoga class, and I'm telling you, it didn't end well for anyone involved in that class.
Well, then you can do it in a privacy of your own home, and you can do a lovely stretch and get all that circulation.
And what any stretches?
Any stretches.
You stretch, don't
No,
you?
but even when you're in the kitchen. When you're
Even in the kitchen.
when you're looking for saucepans,
When
and
you're
then I know
cleaning.
you're supposed to bend and use your knees, but if you go to the saucepan drawer and do that, you stretch all of here,
Yes.
and you're using something.
You might need
just to get your saucepans out. That's what I'm just saying.
You can do the. I guess the point is that you don't have to go to a class. You can do it at home. So the other thing, speaking of exercise, don't forget about your love life, Tash. Your love life is actually really
Take a
good for
couple more of these.
anti-aging. A little bit of romance, girls. A little bit of romance, and here's why: have more sex, ladies, because it is wonderful for slowing down aging. Every time you have some romance, you produce a hormone called DHEA, and it will help you to... No, Denise, DHEA. It will help you to live a little bit longer. We won't even worry about it. Listen.
Isn't that interesting? So is that something that happens as you get older?
It's a real thing. Look, you know what? The scientists have the data. Who am I to question the science?
exactly.
I'm not going to question it. I don't think
Laughing
we
and
should
sex.
Laughing and
It's so
sex.
true.
And speaking of, at the end of the day, the most important thing, of course, is your attitude. If you are over 50, just own it, love it, be confident.
Yep.
Happiness is a beautiful thing.
It is.
If you're happy and confident, you're going to look beautiful, right? So that's the
Like
that's the
you.
main thing. Thank
Like
you
you.
so much. I'm going to miss you,
Love.
Jess, on Studio 10. You're amazing. Thank you. What a beautiful
Ingrid, thank
woman.
you very much for joining us this morning.
You're
Love
welcome.
and laughter.
Don't forget, this is your product. So
Yes, that
where's
is
that
my
available?
product at my website, ingridseaburn.com.
There you go.
Thank you.
And next hour, thank you so much for joining us. A big round of applause once again to Ingrid. That is fantastic.
Thank you.